Okay, so the next thing that we are going to discuss now is uh, what exactly happens when these constructors are basically executed. When we are writing those object creation statements, what is happening? What exactly is happening internally? Okay, how those constructors are working, what they are doing. That is our main topic of discussion now. Suppose I choose the constructor which is not taking any parameter. Okay, suppose that this is the constructor I'm using to create my object. Okay, so if I'm using this constructor, then what is happening internally? What exactly happens? The very purpose of constructor is to initialize fields of the object. That is the purpose of constructor. Okay, we did not particularly discuss what is the meaning of fields yet. Okay, so that is another topic that we are going to discuss as part of this topic. Okay, so what are fields? What are fields? Fields are technical term for properties or features. You remember when we discussed about objects, we discussed that objects contain two main important components. One is features or properties, another one is behaviors, right? We already discussed behaviors are called methods. We have seen how methods look and etc. We have seen all of that, but we did not particularly see what a feature or property looks like inside the object. Okay, so properties or features are called as fields in Java. Okay, in JavaScript also we will be seeing these things, and in JavaScript they are called as properties only. Okay, in Java they are called as fields. Okay, fine. Now what it is telling, the purpose of constructor is what? It is to initialize the fields of the object. Okay, initialize the fields of the object. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of initialization? Initialization is derived from a word called initial. Can anyone tell what is the meaning of initial? Hmm? Starting, right? Initial means starting. Okay, initialization means giving initial values, starting values. Making sense? Okay, clear? Understood? Okay, that is the purpose, that is the whole purpose of constructor. Constructor's job is to initialize the fields of the object. That's it, nothing else. Its only job is to initialize the fields of the object. Clear, everyone? Okay, so what are initialization in Java? How do we do initialization in Java? Now you should be able to guess it, because here I'm using a term called assigning. Assigning, we discussed about what is assigning or assignment. What is assignment? Yes, the symbol called equal. Okay, a single equal symbol is called as assignment operator. Okay, and assignment statement is, the general format of assignment statement is what? General format of assignment statement is that we are writing what? We are writing type, we are writing name equal value. This is the general format. Okay, general format of assignment statement is type name equal to value. Okay, and we have seen two specific examples of assignment statements before. One example we have seen was, we have seen something like this. We have create object creation statement is a assignment statement. Another assignment statement that we have seen yesterday was this. We written something called int new x equal to, we wrote something plus something, right? That is also an assignment statement. Why? Because it is making use of assignment operator. And whenever there is assignment operator, there is something on the left and there is something on the right. Always assignment operators are always having left hand side and right hand side, right? So this is another type of an assignment statement that we have seen. Okay, good. Okay, so in constructors, what type of assignment statements we write? The format, let me write out the general format of, is the general format of field initialization. It is written like this. One thing I want you to observe that when we are writing field initialization, we are not writing type. Okay, type is not written. Okay, for field initializations, type is not written. Okay, type is not written. Clear now? Okay, we just write the field name is equal to value. That's it. Clear? Okay, let us make those observations in our BlueJ. Okay, so I want you to go to your figures project, and in figures project I am going to open square and you are going to observe the other classes as well. You will observe circle class constructor, you will observe triangle class constructor and person class constructor, all of them. Okay, so I'm opening my square class. Okay, in square class, what are fields? You see, these are fields right now. Okay, why they are fields? We have discussed that when we are inspecting an object, then what we are seeing in that inspector, they are properties. Do you remember? They are properties of the object. Do you remember? Okay, once again let me show you. Suppose that you are creating square object. Suppose you are creating square object, and that square object, let me inspect. I'm using inspect. Okay, you see this private int size, private int x position, private int y position, private string color, private boolean is visible right now. Okay, these are properties of this particular object, square one. Okay, and these are current values of these particular properties, right? These are properties of this particular square one object, and these are current values of square one object. And that is why also square is objects are also called as instance. At that particular time, at that instant, what are the values of the properties? Are you making sense? Yes. Okay, at that instant. Now here, if we just put it here, we have already done this type of experiment before, but let me do it once again. Suppose that I'm taking an option called change, let us say move right. Let us say if I'm doing move right, which property is getting affected here? Exposition will be affected, right? We have seen that already. Let me check it. Move right, and you see what happened. See, okay, x position has changed to 330 right now. Now suppose the same object I am choosing move up. Okay, which value will change? Y. And what will happen to that value? It will decrease, right? Okay, so if I am choosing move up, you see that it has become 100 from 120 right now. That means whenever I am doing method calls, it is affecting the field values, right? It is affecting the field values. So at any particular instance, at any particular instant, whatever values you see for the properties for that particular instance, that is called state of the object. It is called state of the object. Okay, state of the object is set of values for all the fields of that particular object at that particular instant, at that particular time. Clear? At that particular time, whatever are the values of the fields for that particular object, that is called the state of the object. And state keeps changing. Okay, just now we have seen we have three different states. We have seen initially it was having 63, 310 and 120. Now it is having 60, 330 and 100. The state has changed three times, two times, but three different states. Yes, no? Clear? Understood? Okay. So whatever values we are getting initially when we are creating the object. So if I am creating square object, and initially what values are assigned to these properties, that those are done in the constructor. This is done in the constructor. Initial values given to the fields is done in the constructor. Let me show you constructor now. Now if you compare, see the values, this is the constructor, right? This is the constructor. In the constructor, size is given 60, size is 60. X position is given 310, X position is 310. Y position is given 120, Y position is 120. Color is given red, color is red. Is visible is given false, is visible is false. Clear now? So the initial values of the fields are assigned in the constructor. Okay, and that is the job of the constructor. Constructor's job is to initialize the fields of the object. Everyone clear? Understood? Okay. So if you want, you can note it down before we continue with the next idea.